And good morning, everybody. And I'm going to mute all the other participants so that y'all just see me. And here we go. Let's shake it out. Shake it out. Oh, here we go. We got someone coming in. Boom. We're shaking it out. Good morning. All right, here we go. Let's do some twists, noodle arms. Thinking about really extending up through the crown of the head, twisting the whole spine so you're looking back with your head behind you. Good. Keep going. Everybody's looking great. All right, and then we can let that kind of slow down. Good. It's a nice little wake up for us today. We haven't done this before in this class, but many of you have done it with me before in other classes, but this will be the first time we've done it on the calmness flux. So I'm gonna put that down a little bit. Perfect. We're gonna do a little bit of posting, right? So we want our feet about shoulder width. So we take our feet together, and then to get them to a nice, comfortable shoulder width, just like lift up your toes, go weight on your heels, and then rotate out, and then come up on your toes, and then make the feet straight. And whatever kind of natural point they land at, that is a great shoulder width for you. So then we're just going to do some posting work. This is stance work. It's very grounding, which I need today, which means lots of people need it. So we're just going to do it together. So we put a little micro bend in our knee. Do it from the side so you can see, right? Because I don't want to lock anything out, right? We never want to lock anything out. And I want to let my tailbone drop, my low back open, my crown lift, my neck extend. And then we're going to hold our hands like this, kind of like we are hugging a tree or holding a big pail of water. Good. And think about like letting your shoulders stay down and open throughout this. Good. A lot of people think, especially, I'm looking at that angle and I don't like that. Here we go. Much better. There we go. See, yeah. So a lot of people think like it's kind of up here at shoulder height, but really, when I'm doing it, it's at like chest height, at nipple height. So we'll just hold here, still breathing deep into that dantian. Imagining the arms extending, staying nice and loose, stretching through them with each breath. Softening the legs, maybe bending a little lower. Good. We're just going to keep doing this, try and letting everything stack on top of each other. Right? The leg bones are stacked on the ankle bones. The thigh bones stacked on the knee bones. All of the vertebrae stacked on top of each other, letting the weight of the earth support you. Everything pushes down into that earth, and that earth pushes back up, making us feel strong and solid as we breathe deep into our Dantian. You guys are doing great, just a little bit longer. Give me 3 more nice, deep, slow breaths. Good, and we can release it down, we can come up, and just shake it out a little bit. Yeah. Feel that change in your body, in that nervous system, everything a little more grounded. Good. All right. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it a little wider this time, right? So you bring your feet back out to where they were, and then you bring all your weight onto one foot, step out wide, and come down. And then we bend down, thinking about trying to send your knees out rather than like bringing them in, if that makes sense. And then we're going to press our palms down with our fingers reaching to the walls on either side. So really stretching as, again, we keep that tailbone down, that back open, and that crown lifted. Good. Think about relaxing into those legs. Don't keep them too tight. Learn how to stand on them, but also let them relax down. Hands, palms pressing down, fingers reaching out. I always love this work. It's always very powerful to me how doing so very little can feel so intense. I always feel a lot going on in my body. All right, let's come up. And then you can rock the feet back in. Let's do a circle breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. 2 more. And let your breath begin and end the movement. So it begins with your inhale, culminates and exhale as you come down. Follow that breath so that you get down at the end of your exhale. Good. The next movement that we're going to do is the raising arms movement. It's a very standard movement. You guys have seen it a lot, I'm sure, if you've ever watched any sort of Tai Chi or Qigong. So I'm going to demonstrate it just real quick. It's like up and down, right? Up and down. Again, inhaling up, exhaling down. A couple nuances to think about when we come up. Think we want to drop, like my elbow is pointing that way, right? Like I bend it and it goes that way. I want you to think about when we come down, rotating the elbows so that they're down, so that when you bend them, they go down that way, right? And then we just pull down. Good, good, awesome. Inhaling up, down. And then imagine there's some resistance, almost as if like, if there was like a log on some water and you're standing in the water, and when you're pushing it down, you're pushing this log down underneath the water. So just a little bit of resistance. And the last and final thing I wanted you guys to think about was when we go up, it can kind of like draw everything like forward and up, and I don't want you to do that. I want you to balance that, right, by thinking about sinking down with this part. I'm going to over demonstrate so you guys see. So it's like when I come up, I'm almost like going down, right? So it's kind of like a balancing thing. Now, I don't want you to actually bend or sit. I just want you to have that feeling. So like, I'm really thinking about all this open and extending down. Okay, good. Let's do it all together. And begin. We inhale. And exhale. Thinking about trying to stay nice and relaxed through the whole arms this whole time. Making sure you're not locking out your knees. You want a nice little micro bend in them. When we come up, we're not scrunching our shoulders. We're leaving them nice and open as well. Drawing chi up, settling it down. All right, give me 5 more. Good. Relaxing the face. Good. Everybody's doing great. Awesome. Okay. Our next movement is going to be called, it's sort of more, it's just a standing version of Repulse the Monkey, right? And so we're going to have our hands here, and then one hand's going to come out behind us, right? I'll do it from the side so you can see. And then I bring it in like this and push. And as I push, this comes back, right? And then I'm kind of stuck here. And then both hands turn up. As I bring here and push. Good. So I'm here, and then I start to kind of turn my torso. I come up, and then I turn my torso again, right? I'm kind of, yeah, this is just getting some nice movement through the chest. Good. Good. So one thing right here to focus on is kind of like I'm pulling back as I'm pushing forward, and that sensation really kind of goes through my whole body. I think I even kind of like I sink down a little bit to really feel that energy. Good. Everybody's looking great. I'll turn to the side again so you can see. So this is fairly isometric for me. I'm really pushing and pulling there. Good. And when you finish, you can just let both hands come out and down. Good. We can shake that out just a little bit. I want to do teacups again. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this back. sorry for all the changes. I created a new studio here. I hope you welcome to the Calm as Fuck studio. So we're going to do teacups again because shoulders. We love our shoulders, and we want them to be happy and healthy and beautiful forever. So let's take our hand. If you haven't done teacups before, we imagine there's a teacup in our hand, and we keep it flat the whole time. So we come in, out, around, keeping the hand flat, not dropping that teacup over our head, and down. Yeah. Good. If you want, you can put your hand on this hip for some support. You can even kind of do a little bit of hip circles. If you're having a hard time keeping it flat, you can look at it. That's a great way to sort of be aware of what kind of movements it's doing. Good. And let's go to the other side, or the other way, sorry. So we're going to come out, around, behind, up over the head, down in front of us. Curl it around, bring it right across that rib cage. Yeah. Good. Yeah, awesome. Okay, now let's go to the other side. Pushing that out. Whew. All right. This is my super tight side. So we're going to do it all together, and you're all going to help me get through this. Thank you. Okay, let's go in. Good. I do highly recommend doing this with things in your palm. Like I have this really lightweight little like bamboo disc, so I'm going to put it here. I'm going to pull it in, out, around, up and over. Yeah. Oh, look at y'all go. All right. Oh, yeah. I definitely notice a difference when I put a thing in it. This is great on my shoulders. All right, let's go back the other way. I think I'm very much talking less because I'm trying to concentrate. I hope that's all right. You guys are doing fantastic. Okay, I'm going to stop now. So I was getting a little bit of, I think a little bit of numbness in my hand when I was doing that, which can be kind of common. I've got a big sort of like knot that's going on right here, and that's why I'm trying to work it out. When I get that, it sort of indicates that I've got like some tightness, because really you shouldn't have too much of that when this is going. And so working through that can help. But if you start to feel numbness or tingling or things like that, then back off, take a step back from it. All right, where are we at today? Okay, perfect. We are at 9 o'clock. Let's end with a couple circle breaths all together. Pulling the chi in, descending it down to that dantian. It comes all the way down the center. Good. That's good. Let's end with some twists. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Really think about opening up that low back, twisting that head around, feeling that spine extend in both directions. Now that we've done a little bit of warming up, oh, it loves all this movement. Makes everything feel great. Yeah. Okay, good. Awesome. All right. Just a couple of announcements. The recordings are going to be up on Patreon. I think they'll be posted sort of like like the Tuesday class I'll post Friday. This Friday we'll post next Tuesday, and they will always be on there. And you can always go to Patreon and you can click them and watch them for as long as you're a member. And then I'm not going to be sending out the Zoom invites anymore. If you couldn't make it today and you're just watching this recording now on Patreon, DM me, send me a message, let me know, and we can figure out what's going on. I think what I'm going to start doing is like each month the classes have their own, it's the same link for all of June classes. July will be all of July classes. So I'm going to post that July 1st on Patreon for the new month coming up. And then I will send an email out to everyone on the Patreon as well with the link. So when you get that at the beginning of July, if you'd like to have it in your email, just go ahead and star it so that you don't lose it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, and we can talk after class. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Bye.